Are you having these issues with your lawnmower? Stay tuned, we'll fix it together. All right, guys, let's get into it here. We need just a few tools. We're gonna need a 7mm socket, an 8mm socket, and maybe a screwdriver and some pliers. So we'll see once we get along with the tear down here. So we can first start off by taking the air filter box off, lay that to the side. Dirty air filter. This is probably a cause of why this thing won't start. So we'll start off by taking the outer bolts nuts here off first. Now we're going to take our inner bolts off and use the 8mm. Darn it. Alrighty, got our backside of our air box off. Alrighty, next I'm gonna just take some vice grip and going to pinch that line, that way we don't get any fuel leaking. So stay tuned, we'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back. Had to locate the vice grips, so squeeze this down enough to pinch it. Don't lose any fuel here. Tighten it down just a tad bit more. There we go. Alrighty. Let's see. Instead of taking these linkages loose, I think we can be able just to pop this thing out and kind of twist it around like that. Alright. Now, from what I understand, that there is a cartridge that houses the fuel ports or whatever for the inside the bowl. So I'm going to take the bowl off. Let's see. Take the extension off here. It should be 8mm as well. I'm sorry, 7mm. So 4 of the bolts are 7, 2 of the bolts are 8mm. Okay. This one loose. All right, it's a little faster here. Okay, move that to the side. It's only 2 bolts to the bowl here, so it should be fairly easy to get off. All right, let's see if I can just pry this open with my hands here. That will grab a screwdriver, something flat. All right, got a screwdriver. So you just pry it apart a little bit. There we go. And there goes the fuel. I'm just gonna dump that away. Alrighty. Now, all right. And we got a fuel bowl off. All right, I'm trying to twist this around so you guys can see. The cartridge is right there under the float. So let's see if we can wiggle it out with our fingers first. Not take some needle nose pliers and get it off. All right, got some needle nose. So we'll try to wiggle this out of here. Yeah, without breaking it. Here we go. Not missing any washers. Let's see. All right, I don't know if you guys can tell, but that gold one at the bottom is slightly clogged there. Look like it has something in it. So we'll take some compressed air. First, let's see. Kind of clean it up with this carb cleaner. And then I'm going to blow it out with some air. So, blow some air in there. And now it's not obstructed anymore. You can see right through it. Blow right through it. And I think that was our issue. All right. Just kind of keep in mind the direction the fuel port was. The inlet port there is the same direction as the intake. So from when I remember taking it out. So just push it in there and it fits snug tight as long as you got a good rubber seal on it. Same thing with our fuel cap or fuel bowl cap. It kind of fits in the same direction. So we'll squeeze that in there. And stick our first screw in here. Make sure it's nicely aligned. All right. Use that to hand tighten it. All right, now I'm taking my ratchet. Just kind of snug it down. We don't want to over tighten it. This is made of plastic, so be careful. Alrighty. Now guys, there is a little rubber suction that's on the back of this that fits there. So it's just basically snug tight. It's not bolted on or anything, it just forcefully goes on. And there it is, that simple. All right, I'm gonna spray some of this with some more carb cleaner, kind of clean that up around there. Get your good clean dry cloth. Clean around it. And ready. Now, we'll stick our bolts back in there. And if you want, you should be able to make sure we tighten that down. Okay. All right, we did tighten it down. Couldn't remember. All right, I'm gonna stick our backside of the breather box on. Also, there's a port there, and it goes into this. So make sure you put that back on properly. All right, that's on. So now, just gonna line the bolt holes up with it. Getting this hose on here can be a little tricky. And there's little notches that'll line on the back side of that breather plate there. So I'm gonna stick our outer bolts on first. Do not tighten them all down until you get all 4 bolts in first. Okay, let's see. I'll just get this one started a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna put the inner bolts in. That's directly to the carburetor. And right back to our 7mm. I'm gonna use the extension this time. Back to our 8mm and knock those down. Go ahead and take this off. This is not needed anymore. Alrighty. Now we did purchase a new air filter to replace. This is part number 593260. And that fits on there just like that. And we'll stick our breather box cover back on it. And there she goes. So let's get the lawnmower back down and see if she fires up. All right, guys, we got that nicely changed up pretty easily. That wasn't too bad. Total time was probably 20 minutes. So yeah, so basically they had a little slight clog in the fuel port from the fuel bowl. So I had a little dirt in it, so I blew it out with some air, cleaned the rest of it all up, and then voila, it fired right on up. But the crazy thing was I let it sit for 2 years after I couldn't get it started one day, and then just left it. And I have another mower, a riding mower, so just basically just let it sit there and said, let's see if we can get this thing going. So yeah, appreciate you guys tuning into the video. If you like more videos like this, please give me a thumb up. Don't forget to comment if you want, and subscribe. Thank you so much, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks, man. Have a good day.